Hello YouTube, it's Lilith the Star, and it's another time for another Project Friday video. So I'm going to show you very quickly some of the stuff that I have been working on this week. I haven't got as much done as I normally do, or I may have, you'll just kind of decide. But I believe last week I showed you Wanda, who I was trying to finish. Come on. She's right there, she is. And she's now finished. And so I started work on the next survivor, who is stuck to blue tech at the moment, who is Ned. So I've got his base coats on and I've got his wash, so I need to do the highlighting on him and then of course the base. But I'm not working on him today. Also, I left it a little bit out of reach. I thought I hadn't, but I had. I thought I'd show you a little bit more of the memory box I worked on. So obviously I've done that bit last week. I've painted it. I've put in the picture of me on my birthday when I got all my new ponies. I finished doing the inside. Well, it's not finished yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to seal that picture in here using the tissue paper, and I need to do a bit more of it there and then in there, and then I can actually start properly putting the fun stuff on. So that's not done yet, sadly. And I also got a tiny bit more of the inside of this all up and going for you guys. So today, sadly, it is just going to be more brown, getting all the insides of this bit done, this bit, and getting this bit done. I'm not sure. I haven't actually been able to do as much painting this week as I would have liked. It's due to things happening at work, which meant that I was doing a lot of travelling by train this week. Let's get this a bit closer, shall we? Whereas normally I just I get a lift into work. Thank you very much, Colin. But due to shifts and the way things happen this week, it hasn't... Oh, whoops. Go away, I'm not interested in talking to you. Sorry about that, guys. And I did check beforehand, because I am waiting for a phone call from a housing place. But it said unknown number, so I don't need to worry about it too much. And so it's typical today. I have day off, and it starts pouring it down with rain outside. So I have to use the tumble dryer, which not so much fun. For me. And also means that I can't go out and do what I wanted to do in the garden today, because I wanted to do some work on the garden, because our next door neighbour has decided that he's going to get his, or they, I'm not 100% sure if it's one person or three, because there's like always lots of different people in there, but they've had their garden sorted out, and they've been getting a bit arsy at us for having a messy garden. And although I have done agriculture, people don't talk to me for ages, and suddenly when I start filming, oh well. And I can't exactly turn my PC off. But anyway, yeah. So I was gonna, as I said, go outside. Even though I've done agriculture, I'm not particularly great when it comes to houseplants. Ask me to grow, or gardening plants. Ask me to grow you veg and herbs and stuff like that, and I can do that. But ask me to grow something pretty, and I seem to kill it. Not 100% sure how, but I just do. I also figured out why my microphone hasn't been, the last couple of times I've done a video, hasn't been recording properly, and I feel a little bit ridiculous as to why that is. But it's there. You see, I've got a lovely gaming headset, absolutely amazing. It's also a 360 headset, but when I started playing WoW a bit more, raids specifically, I used it for that. I don't play WoW anymore. I haven't for months, and despite the fact that I have several times actually actively considered going back, my PC, even though I had a huge upgrade to it at Christmas, can't run it. It's just, the machine's so old now, so that'll be, until I could actually run it in a decent way, I would not be what's the word? I wouldn't be going back, and I kind of don't want to. As much as I love Elleraine, Elleraine is my she's my hunter. She was my first character. She is the one that everyone knew me as. I worked really hard on her. I admittedly in Lich King I did a lot better with her than anyone else. And then I just kind of, things happened and I fell off the raiding scene. I left a really good guild to join my then other half's guild because they said they wanted me, and then they didn't take me raiding, so I got fed up and stopped logging on as much, so they didn't take me raiding anymore, and it just didn't go to plan. It just didn't work as well as I would have liked, and just, no, it just, ever since that point I kind of started to lose interest in World of Warcraft, and very few of my friends play it anymore. See, unlike everybody else, I was okay with the pandas. I did not, the fact that they were there did not, neither impressed me nor annoyed me. I quite enjoyed some of the stuff that came out in Pandaria, especially the pet battles and stuff, because I was a pet collector. And that might make me go back, depends. But, it was just, as I keep saying, and I'm sure people are listening to me, if I get myself a working, upgraded, nice shiny new PC, then I may just go back to World of Warcraft for a bit. But until that point, I have Elder Scrolls Online, now available on Xbox One and PS4, and I'm playing it on Xbox One. So if anyone wants to add me to their friends, I'm on there. I'm currently playing a level 25, I believe, sorceress. Yes, I say sorceress because sorcerer is male. And having a lot of fun with her. I do admit that I have done my usual and I'm just playing through on my first character. You know, I'm not going for, oh, I can do shitloads of damage, or I want this spec. I'll worry about that when I get to the top level and they demand that I be able to output this much damage and do this much shit, and I'm nowhere near top level yet, and the game's been out for a couple of months now. But, you know, I am enjoying it. I can't see a lot of the things that people fussed over when it, you know, it's like, oh, it's not as good as WoW, you don't need to pay for it anymore. I'm not paying for mine. The only thing I'm paying for is my online subscription to Xbox Live, which I have to pay for anyway to play online with my friends. So it's free for me, essentially, and I quite enjoy that fact. You know. Yeah, you are probably aware I'm not painting this in any way as detailed as the outside bit, because this is mostly going to get covered up. Because I am now, once I've done this bit, well, once I've done a lot more on the rest of it, I'm going to ink all of this brown. And then I'm going to do the skull kind of like highlights over the top of it, because I think that will make it look really good. And then I can start on the next step, which will be awesome, because I've been doing this on and off now for about a year. I love this model, it looks so pretty, but when all the lances started snapping off, I got really upset, and I got told, well, will you rebuild them? And I'm like, I don't have the patience at the moment to rebuild something that was made so flimsy and fragile that I had it in the box it came in, transporting it, and they broke. You know, it's just, as I said at the time, there's no point in me fixing it either, because it looks more undead by having it snapped and broken and twisted and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it might not all be brown, ladies and gents, in our future. Let's hope, eh? I've also got a capture card this week, which I rather stupidly haven't started playing with yet. I really should, because it means that, you know, I have more videos to post and so on and so forth. But, you know, other more important things have happened this week. Just, I worked 7 days in a row last week. I'm not complaining about it. I am just admitting that now I am tired from doing such things, and I still haven't quite caught up. So I wasn't in the mood to battle with a new piece of technology that I have never used before, nor really had the skills to do. Oh, ribs, why are you so difficult? No! Yeah, a lot of people are going to be complaining that I'm using paint straight out of the pot, but people will also realise that I am actually incredibly impatient. And, well, yes, I'm aware I could get absolutely amazing results and all sorts of stuff like that. I have never, ever found a way of watering down your paints that doesn't mean I waste a lot of paint and a lot of time, and I'm not happy with it. I'll admit some of my stuff is too thick and people complain all the time about it. But to be honest, this is how I paint. This is how I'm happy painting. I don't want that perfect model because I am not a Golden Demons Day winner. I never will be. And I'm okay with this. I paint to make stuff look as best as I can with the knowledge I have. You know, which may not be the best in the world, but I'm at least happy with what I do. I love my Tyranids, even though I haven't painted any since the Gargoyles that I finished, which is a couple of months now. I love my Zombicide figures. I'm actually, despite the fact that this has taken fucking forever, really quite happy with this. Okay, I could do better. Okay, I know like several hundred of my friends out there who are also probably going, I could do so much better than that, or are indeed doing a lot better than me. But you know what? I do this for fun. I would like to paint some figures for people, you know, if they wanted, and then I would try and learn a bit more about how to do it so you don't get brush strokes, so you don't get things completely and utterly horribly wrong. But you know what? No. Until that point, because almost all of the stuff I painted on here is, except Bink, but that's something different, has been for myself and doesn't need to be perfect. As much of a perfectionist as I can be, even I can admit that I'm not perfect, nor will I probably ever be perfect. So, oh, sorry guys, I keep going out of frame. I'm going to draw a red rectangle on this piece of paper, on this lap tray of mine. You cannot go out of here when it's in Zoom. But then you guys would see it, and that would be awful. So anyway, the first video I think I'm going to do is some work on Skyrim. I've been meaning to start a new character on Skyrim for absolutely ages. So it would be nice to have you guys follow my maybe exploits on there. Because to be honest, I've only got a couple more achievements left on that game before I've pretty much done absolutely everything on it. Oh, come on. And so if you'd like to follow me in that journey, then that would be awesome. If not, then whoopsie. Obviously, you don't have to. No one's going to make you. Oops. My girls have gone to sleep, so I could have done this as more of a soft-spoken ASMR post, but I haven't because I was assuming that they were going to wake themselves up. So that's all the bony parts with the first two colours painted. Oh, I need to move my foot has gone dead. Wonderful. Ouch. Okay, cool. So, the next bit is a bit of dry brushing, if I can find where my dry brush is. Colours, come on. Or maybe go for a slightly more... Come on. There we go. Bronze look. Oh, God damn it. Sorry guys, my leg has just gone wonderfully dead. What do we think? I'm not sure if you can pick up that it has actually been dry brushed over. But, problem is, you wouldn't think I clean my nails, like, the way my camera does things. It's so hard to do. One day I will find out how, like, people do theirs, but... Okay. Now, here comes the interesting bit. Now, on these spirits, we used blue ink, and then I put white over the top of to kind of give them more of a spirity etherealness. And we're going to do the same thing over these fiery bits, but we're not going to highlight it. We're not going to highlight it white afterwards. And if you do want the blue to come down into the rib cage and around the holders. I'm not going to say what they are because I can't say it, and I've had several times people go, "You're saying the wrong thing," and laugh at me funnily, and I don't find it funny because a lot of people might not know this, but I am actually dyslexic. It took them to the point that I was in college to understand that I was dyslexic. And by that point, I'd already convinced myself that I was a complete and utter idiot and just couldn't say certain things. And that I'd forced myself to learn to read and write because I couldn't stand being told that I was a retard. And yes, I did get told that when I was a kid, despite the fact that the way I talk and stuff like that, it's because I find it very hard to grasp words, or certain words, if they spelt similar or look, or look the same on paper. So, for example, I'm pretty sure these are braziers, but on paper, to me, they look like braziers. So, I pronounce it that way, and I get laughed at. I said I wasn't going to do it, but there we go. I did. I'm a big, brave person. I can confront the shit that I've done. Sorry, guys. Little bit bitter there. Also got told several times that I was an incredibly intelligent person, just lazy. Wonderful. Come on. Now, I don't really do fire. I haven't done fire before, so doing an unnatural coloured fire is probably not the best thing to start off trying to do. Okay, and we're going to do the blue here as well. And then we're going to do the brown around it. It's actually really relaxing sitting here doing this and listening to the rain. Amazingly happiness. Okay. So the next one we're going to use is this one. I use this one lots. I use it on all of my Zombicide models, all of my survivors anyway. I probably could use the right one / but that is one thing. I think it's probably because I put too much on. But does anyone know any way to make this less shiny? So we're going to put the brown all the way up to, but not over where the blue is. So on the top of the lanterns and on the bottom, oh, someone's blue on me, but not where the light actually is, yeah? Make a little bit of sense. Oh yeah, skulls. Do the inside of it as well, because otherwise there wouldn't be much point. You know, if my stomach keeps grumbling, I'm going to go and have a jacket potato. Or do I have pate on toast? Yes. Well, they're both good, because one of them has tuna and sweet corn, Yes, I love tuna and sweet corn jacket potatoes. Don't judge me. So that's what it looks like on that side. And that's what it looks like on that side. I'm preferring to throw my model around at the moment. I'm liking that side at the moment. But I'm going to get it all done. Oh, we've been going for 30 minutes already. Okay, guys, I will just get this done, which shouldn't take too much longer, and then I will leave you to your days, because it's normally a maximum of only 30 minutes long anyway. They're not really normally stupidly long, because there is no point in it being that long. It gets boring for everybody. Okay. I'm now rushing, as you can see, which is why I've gone really quiet, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long, because must be boring just watching me put a load of shade onto stuff and go, ooh, well, that looks so, why can't you do the time-lapse videos that everybody else does? I tried that, it didn't work, guys. I don't sit down for hours on end and just record. The maximum I can do is pretty much these half an hour stints. Oh, jeez, my back. Sorry. And that doesn't work too well. So, but anyway, there we go. That's what we've gone so far. We'll do a bit more to it next week, and until then, if you like this video, obviously please like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to give it some support. That would be amazing. And until next week, I will see you then. Bye, guys.